In this video, we are in the Keast Park Conservation Area, and today we're going to be talking about the pros and the cons to living in Dallas, Texas. So stay tuned. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, welcome, glad to meet you. My name is Wendy Pinnell. I am a local real estate broker here in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. And let me just tell you, we are your home in Dallas experts. You're not gonna find anyone, and I mean anyone, who knows both the north and the south sides of Dallas like we do. We are your one-stop shop covering the entire Dallas area. And like I said, today, we are gonna be digging in deep. We're going to be talking about 5 things, and it's going to be why each of those 5 things are both pros and cons of living in Dallas. You know, and at the end of this video, you are going to have incredible insight into what makes up Dallas and whether or not it's the perfect place for you to call home. Okay, though, jumping into number 1, let's talk about item number 1, economy and cost of living. Okay, so on the pro side of things, Dallas has a thriving economy, okay? 21 new companies moved to Dallas in 2021 alone. And that includes AECOM, which brought 1,200 employees with them. So here in Dallas, you're gonna find plenty of jobs. You're gonna see a low unemployment rate, a healthy housing market due to all the demand. You know, as of this time of this recording, interest rates have been going up, and we're seeing housing markets in some states falter, but we're not seeing that in the Dallas market, and a thriving economy is a big reason for that. Now, you're probably wondering how in the world such a great economy could have a con side, but let's talk about that housing market, okay? Did you know that 300 people a day are moving into the Dallas area? And that's a great thing, except the demand is just positively driving the cost of housing up. You know, so here we have this booming economy, and it's bringing in jobs, it's bringing in economic opportunity, but at the same time, it's making it less affordable to live here because of those housing shortages. All right, so there's your pro and con there. All right, well, moving on to number 2, let's talk about Dallas weather. Now, looking at it from a pro perspective, if you are used to 4 to 5 months of bitter cold and snow, you're not going to find that here. That's great news, right? You're not going to be shut up inside a home going stir crazy. Maybe your kids are all over the place because it's too cold to go outside. Not going to find that here. In fact, here in the Dallas area, we get about 2 months of weather consistently under the 50s, and that would be January and February. Then you're going to see about 6 months where the weather is divine. We're talking 60s to the mid 80s, okay? And that would be like March through May, and then October through December. And then you're going to find those 4 months, okay, that I think Texas is really well known for, which is when the weather's going to be like from the 90s to the hundreds, okay? So that's like June through September. But even during those months, you can still go outside, right? You might want to go like near a water activity, but you can still go outside. So really, 10 months of the year in Texas are favorable for outside activities. Now, the cool thing is that the Dallas Metro has lots of parks. They have, for example, Keast Park, where you can get out there in their nature preserve and just enjoy time outside. All right, so that's a lot of pros about the Texas weather. What about cons, okay? Well, we should talk about severe weather, okay? Because in the Dallas area, every year you're gonna see tornadoes, you're gonna see hail, you're gonna see strong thunderstorms, okay? I've been here, gosh, I was born in 1972, and I've been here since 1976, and we've had tornadoes every single year, okay? I can't remember a single spring where a tornado didn't touch down somewhere in North Texas. Okay, so if you hate the heat, Texas weather will be a con. If you're not comfortable with severe weather, Dallas weather will be a con. But overall, it's a tolerable climate, especially if you like to spend lots of time outside. And Dallas Metro provides a lot of green space to do that. Okay, moving on, let's talk about item number 3. Let's talk about taxes. Now, I hear you saying, Wendy, how could taxes ever be a pro? Where are you going with this? Well, the pro part is the no part, okay? Because Texas has no state income tax, okay? It's only one of 7 states that doesn't. Now, for example, the California state income tax rate is anywhere from like 1 to 12.3%. And again, Texas is 0. Now, Texas also doesn't impose an income tax on corporations, okay? Again, comparing California corporate tax rate, 8.84%. In New York, you've got anywhere from a 6.5 to a 7.25% corporate tax rate. Now, I should throw in there that Texas does have a corporate franchise tax, but there's no minimum franchise tax due, okay? There's no minimum payment there, and the no tax due threshold, get this, $1,230,000. So that just makes Dallas an excellent climate for small businesses. Okay, now you knew this was coming. Let's talk about the con side of taxes, right? All right, well, one thing is you should know that there's a high sales tax, okay? It's 8.25%. So the Texas state sales tax is 6.25%, and cities are allowed to tack on an additional 2%, and that's exactly what Dallas does. So the sales tax within the city of Dallas on the high side. We also have high property taxes, and this is where Texas makes up for the no state income tax, okay? Each of the counties has their own central appraisal district, you know, and your lowest one, really, you're gonna find maybe 2%. You're gonna feel good if you can find that rating, but the highest goes well over 3%. And that doesn't even include the other parts of your mortgage payment, like HOAs, you know, municipal utility districts, other assessments that your neighborhood may have. Okay, so that's a definite con. Okay, moving on to item number 4, let's talk about schools. As a pro, we need to talk about the Dallas County Promise. Okay, because this is a pretty amazing program. Get this, let me kind of sum it up for you. It is available to all 2020 graduates in participating high schools, okay? Now, and this is what it has to offer, and this is what makes it just so incredible. It offers all graduates, get this, regardless of grade point average, regardless of family income. It offers all graduates a last dollar scholarship to cover any gap over the cost of tuition at any Promise Partner college. And here's where it gets good. 31 Dallas high schools participate in the Dallas Promise. Okay, so in terms of higher education, this is just phenomenal, phenomenal opportunities for high school graduates. Now, as a con, Dallas schools don't have the best of ratings, okay? Niche.com gives them a rating of a B. If you hop on over to greatschools.org, you'll see that 66 out of 313 schools score above average or higher. Okay, so we're talking only 21% of schools in Dallas score above average or higher. So yeah, we're definitely gonna have to call that one a con, according to greatschools.org. Anyway, was this information helpful? I sure hope it was. If it was, the next best thing you can do is hop on back to my channel, watch another video or 2 or 3 or 4. And don't forget to check out the treasure trove in the description section of this video. You're gonna find utility concierge, you're gonna find moving guides, closing cost guides, new construction guides, and don't forget to check out our blog on our website because we have tons of stuff there as well. Check out www.moveindallastexas.com. Anyway, thank you again so much for joining me today, and have a great day.